I decided I'm not going to call him Dad.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
So we're kicking off a new movie this week. Yay!
Yay!
Which means it's trailer trash time.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of our listeners, longtime listeners, will be pumped for this movie because we're heading back into the rom-com territory.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like we belong there. So who knows?
People seem to like those episodes.
Yes. So who knows? Maybe we'll do more. More importantly about this episode is it's also a first-time actor for ITMT, and I'd even say
it won't be the last.
Oh no! I've absolutely not. We found your demons of movies. I'd even say it's even a favorite of ours, though, who we've mentioned many times across many of our episodes, which we're up to a lot.
Uncountable.
Yes. So you should go listen to them. And but we never managed to get to this actor. I don't know. Do you wanna break the news of which actor it is, or
No, I want you to do it. I think you're slightly more excited than I am, and I'm pretty excited about it. So.
I know. So we're finally the G Butts himself, Gerard Butler.
Mm-hmm. And
welcome to the show.
In his purest form.
He's not actually here, but welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Fuck you. If you want to be on the podcast, you know the drill.
You know how it works.
I'm assuming you've listened to our other episodes if you're getting to this one. Gerard.
Yes. We can call you Gerard, right?
Jerry. Yeah, I'm stoked. It'll be fun. And he's doing not an accent, which I'm also stoked about.
He's not doing an accent. He's just doing his own voice.
His voice, right.
Yes, which
is
would
great.
be it's an accent for us, but for him, it's normal. Right. Yes, normal talk.
Yes. Yep.
So I'd say he's doing an accent.
His purest self. I'm excited about it. So it's playing for keeps. Why keep the people waiting?
Yeah.
You know?
What are we doing?
The movie we're doing.
Yep.
Playing for keeps.
Yep.
If you've seen it, don't spoil it for us.
Don't go tweeting at us. You know.
Yeah. Although by the time you're listening to this, I guess it won't matter. Anyway.
Yeah. Good pass.
So the premise here: a former sports star who's fallen on hard times starts coaching his son's football team, which I believe that's the international football.
Oh, we've already got a problem here. Oh boy.
Yeah, we've already got this movie is not America-centric for me.
Wow. I actually didn't even catch that. We're already off to a bad start.
Yeah. So he's coaching his son's football team as a way to get his life together. His attempts to become an adult are met with challenges from the attractive football moms who pursue him at every turn.
All right. Okay.
I have a lot of issues.
So many. First of all, I didn't even catch the football thing.
Yep.
That's the international word for what we call here in the States, soccer.
Soccer. Yeah.
Soccer, right? But it's funny because in the movie they say soccer left and right.
Yes, constantly.
So this ought to be good. Okay, that's fun.
Jerry Butts himself says soccer in the movie a lot because it takes place in the States. So
wow,
who is this written for? Who is this?
And who wrote this? And
anyway, that's just one part of it. The other part of this, I don't know how, his attempts to become an adult. He's a full grown man. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like 50 years old in this movie. I don't know.
Yes.
Gerard Butler. He's like been 50 forever. Or he's just 45 and that's it.
Like old enough to make out with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yes.
No offense.
None at all. But let's just be realistic about this. His attempts to become an adult. Yeah, you're a 35-year-old man. You were married and you had a kid. I mean, I guess you don't need to be an adult to do those things. You can be an idiot.
Sure.
But
you're an adult.
You are an adult.
You're just a bad adult.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Which I think we're going to bring up quite a few times in this trailer. Mm-hmm. Do you have any? I have another problem with this whole. Keep going because I think
I kind of do.
Yep.
Because the next part of this is the attractive football moms who are pursuing him at every turn.
Yeah.
What is like? Is this like Bye Bye Birdie or like, like I don't know, like what do we
like those are the like those are the stakes. That's the thing he has to overcome, is that he's
just overwhelmed with women, apparently. I don't
no
like
comment. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Everyone put it together. So basically this logline, this summary is terrible.
Yeah. What year did this movie come out?
2000.
It's like 2010 or something, right?
Yeah, yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay. The old end of the aughts.
But at the same time, this whole logline, you could just, first sentence, former sports star fallen on hard times, starts coaching his son's soccer team as a way to get his life together. Boom, done. Yeah,
that would be great. Done. I would have loved if it had ended it there.
Done. Unless, maybe someone, I don't know, but that's the whole rest of it.
Yeah. Take notes, Jerry. I'm assuming you wrote the log line because it says football.
Yeah. I'm not. I also feel like that last line was
bastard.
Heavy Scottish bastards. Holy smoke. Mm-hmm. I also feel like that second sentence was tagged on when they realized the first sentence, like, oh, that's not really a rom-com type of thing, but you know what?
Yeah.
We talk about a man being a man-child and having, attractive football mom. Like, I don't know, maybe.
Right. Oh, it has to be about, it wasn't about a relationship at all until that second sentence. So,
we are off to a fantastic start. I cannot wait. I gotta stretch a little bit for this one.
So sad.
Okay. So yeah, Jared, do we have next segment here? Fan service. Do we have any?
We do. So formal. I like it.
I feel like we need to be more formal with our segments. Okay.
No, you're right. I know we've abandoned the premise of using music. So
yeah, that takes too much time. There's licenses you have to get. It's just like, come on. We'll just,
Yeah, it's a big pain in the ass.
It's the power of voice,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, anyway, we do have fan service.
Pretty sure Huey Lewis wrote a song about that. It's called The Power of Voice.
Aw. What's the news doing these days?
It's fake.
Yeah, sorry, that was a loaded question. Yeah. I meant the news, the band. But
the backup portion.
Yeah, the boys.
Huey Lewis. I don't know. It's a good question.
The crew.
I don't know. Hanging out.
Okay. Well, we got an email from Ben.
Nice.
Yep, superfan Ben has written again, which I love.
Yeah.
So
keep them coming.
In case you forgot, last time Ben wrote us, he was talking about Dante's Peak, which all time great.
Yeah.
That's a top movie of all time. We're definitely going to do it one of these days.
Yeah. It's on the list.
Yeah, it's on the list. But Ben was mentioning that Dante's Peak was one of the movies that really helped him form his movie watching.
I heard entire life is what I read.
Entire life, yes,
is really what I read.
You're right. Why am I searching for words here? His whole life revolves around Dante's Peak,
and
and those like 5 other movies or 4 other movies that he mentioned, right?
Yes, because this was up at the cabin he used to go to, and the kid maybe with the family, and they had 5 movies up there, and we were wondering what are the other 4 movies outside of Dante's Peak.
Right, and I believe he said something about stirring interesting things inside him, which. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And some of these make sense.
Yes.
So I'll just get into it. Ben writes, and thank you again, Ben, for writing in. We really appreciate it, and we hope that you continue to be a pen pal, friend of the pod.
Yeah. We hope you continue to appreciate us.
That's
the right thing to say, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We appreciate you appreciating us.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, Ben writes Jared/Russ, which I like how he puts my name first.
I mean, I guess the connection really is through your sister, so that's fair.
Yeah,
Ben, I'll allow it this time.
And I'm reading these, so I think it's fair.
It's fair.
He knows you don't check our email.
That's fair.
You're lucky he's addressing you at all. So Jared/Russ.
Completely fair.
The other cabin tapes, and then list. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. Great entry into the canon there.
Absolutely. That's a good one to have up at the cabin, right? A little comedy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Gotta
Formative.
Have it.
Yep.
Solid.
Lake Placid. Okay. Another fun crocodile movie.
Yep. In the lake, Betty White, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oliver Platt, some other people.
Yep. Great movie.
Bridget Fonda. Yeah. Why not?
A fun time. Now, I'm going to switch the order up a little bit, not in the order that Ben wrote it for comedic effect.
Sure.
I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, so that way it makes it funnier.
It's like
so the faculty.
It's like a British comedy.
Right, exactly. Yeah. They call me Mr. Bean. So the faculty, which astute ITMT listeners will know, we definitely done in a Hollywood pitch at some point.
Yes.
Basically, your old body snatcher's tale. Yeah. Tale as old as time.
I was going to try and remember what movie we did that for, but I don't think I'm going to. But maybe Clowntergeist, but I doubt it. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I don't remember either. If you remember, send us an email.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So far, so good, right? These are all like movies I could see an adolescent and enjoying, action, adventure,
solid comedy. Late 90s, right? Yeah, all through those late 90s.
Sci-fi comedy.
Yeah, campy kind of horror, yeah, sure. Why not? And then you got Dante's Peak in there, another 90s, right? So,
same vein.
This is a good cabin tapes.
Yep. And rounds out the list with The Color Purple, which is a great movie.
Fantastic movie.
But one of these things is not like the others.
It's an intense one to throw in the list there.
Yeah. Like, Ben, I would love a little more info on like, was that a go-to? Like, did you watch The Color Purple a lot?
No,
it's a hard movie to watch.
Yes. Yeah.
over and over again.
To have in your cycle of 5, it's a tough one. But I'm going to guess the parents brought that one up there, or like an aunt and uncle or something, visiting the cabin, or like brought, The Color Purple up because, they can only take Austin Powers so much.
Yeah. Okay. I could see that, I guess. I mean, rounded out with a little whoopee, I guess. And
right. So yeah.
Well,
it's okay. Solid. Yeah.
Yeah. 2.5 hours too. Like, it's a real, not only is the subject matter, that's just a hard one. I'd love some more details about that because Ben doesn't continue to provide those.
We also don't need to pry. You don't have to.
I'm prying.
Okay.
Not to be confused with prions.
Right.
So Ben wraps his email with, also, my God, the scene in Dante's Peak when grandma pulls the kids across the lava lake and goes back to save the dog. Tearjerker, all caps. And I think what he means when he says tearjerker is like horrifying, scarring, lasting memory of terror.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
because I just also distinctly remember that scene, and oh man.
I don't, but we should do that one soon. That'd be a good one.
It's brutal.
Well, our 2021, I think, list is set for the rest of the year. Pretty exciting. So maybe 2022, we'll do that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start off the new year. A little January. It's cold where we are. Lava movie, great.
Start off with a bang, right? Dante's Peak.
Yep, love it. And so thanks, Ben. Sent from his iPhone, which I appreciate.
That's good to know.
That means he was thinking about us on the go, Russ.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which I appreciate. Yeah.
So
you too can be like Ben. Send us an email. I'll plug it at the end again, but it's thistbeatsthat@gmail.com. Email us. Be like Ben.
Do something.
Yeah.
All right. Let's trash this trailer. So my first, I want to give some initial thoughts of I watched this trailer probably 3-4 times.
Okay. I watched it once, like I've been doing the last couple of times we do this.
That's fine.
Which I kind of like.
Well, you know me, I'm a little bit slower on picking up things.
Sure.
It's the age.
Yeah.
The first time watching it through, it just kind of felt like we've done other rom-coms where it feels like they just took the movie and threw it in a blender and just like, okay, here's some generic music to it. Boom, done.
Yep.
Trailer.
Yep.
This is what this feels like, and this one was really tough to keep up with in terms of like right off the bat. It's just like, da, 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 da. I mean, if you just watch it, sure, it's like a salt on the eyes in terms of things happening, but it doesn't. It's not coherent. It's just kind of there.
No. There's a lot. Yeah. I did the way that I managed to only watch it once is that I was pausing it constantly.
Yes, which I did the second or third time. So
yeah, smart.
I don't know if that was smart.
So we're starting this one off with the rating, and
yeah,
I've got a gripe. I'm sure you do too.
So do I.
It's rated PG-13 as usual for some
Rom-com.
sexual situations.
Yep.
Right.
Language, which,
Love some language.
I'm not sure if it's English or, the Queen's English here, if it's football or soccer, but we're going English.
Right.
American.
But then we've got
President's English.
Oh boy. I'm just going to keep going. And then we've got, and I quote, a brief, intense image.
What is that? I cannot
I don't know.
wait.
I don't know. Speaking of the trailer, like it's not in the trailer, right?
No, definitely not. No.
Just in the movie?
Yeah, I think it's in the movie. So what do you think it is? Let's throw out quick guesses right now. What do you think this brief, intense image it could be?
Speculate right now.
Yep.
Okay.
I got one. I got one in mind.
Okay. What do you got? Yeah, you got one. I need to rethink mine.
Yeah, I'll let you think. I think it's going to be him getting injured as a professional soccer player.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like broken leg thing or something. That's what's going to take him out of being a professional soccer player.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably spot on.
But
I was going
more
way darker.
Like he's shooting up heroin, or I don't know,
I don't know, like he holds his kid's head underwater for a minute or something, or something like real bad.
PG-13, yeah, I guess you could get away with that for a bit. I don't know how long you can hold a kid's head underwater before it becomes an R-rated movie. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, MPAA, if you're listening, shoot us an email. Let us know.
Let us know.
Because you know what?
Students of the craft.
No one else knows how your system works, so I don't know. We're shot in the dark.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the maybe Jessica Biel ends up cheating on her post-Jerry husband with Jerry again. Like maybe that's intense. I don't know. What could it possibly be?
I don't know. I do know. I do know what it is. I mean, not that I don't.
Yeah, your guess is correct. You're right.
I'm right. I'm throwing it out.
I put money that your guess is correct.
Yeah. All right. So that's the first half second of the trailer.
Ooh, yep.
Right. And then are we calling him Gerard, G-Butts, Jerry Butts?
I think we should call him George. Start calling him his character name now. I know, just to get used to it. I think my whole notes, it says Gerard.
Yeah. I went with G-Butts, but I think I started going G-Butts. By part 2, he's going to be G-Butts, but okay.
Probably, yeah. But George for now.
All right. So George Dreyer, right? Or Dyer? Dreyer. George Dreyer. That's a terrible name to say.
Yeah. Asinine. Why would you do that?
I apologize if there's actually any real George Dreyer. I can't even say it. George Dreyer's out there.
Yeah. If you're listening, please send us an email. I just want to know that you are real.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So he's coming in, George Dreyer here. I can't do it. Gerard Butler here. He's coming in hot and he's cruising in his 80s MG. And
is that what it is?
Yeah. It's like I did some homework on it. I was like, it's not 60s. It's like late 70s, early 80s MG.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's coming in hot.
Suburban Street
coming in hot to some really generic, upbeat rom-com music. Like you could put this in. What's that?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say you could put this music in any other trailer for any other rom-com, and you've probably heard it before. So,
and I was gonna say he's clearly having a midlife crisis, right?
Yes. Yes.
This is that character.
Yes.
Which great. Apparently, he wants to take this child for dinner. Now there's a child involved.
Well, I mean,
presumably his, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's his son, but yeah. So yeah.
See, we don't know that yet.
You're right.
Making assumptions, Russ.
That's true. He just pulls into a driveway and is like
stealing this child from Jessica Biel.
Could I keep him until 7?
And she's like, Jerry.
G-Butts.
And then she's exasperated and she says, fine, have him back by 7. And then they both, do the old bye mom, bye mom, bye mom, bye mom. As they back out.
As he plows out there.
As an accident. Yeah.
As a wild human being just pulling out of the, no one wants to sit down with a kid in the car.
It's a madman.
You did mention the mom was Jessica Biel, right? I think you did, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Several times. Yeah. No, it's okay. Friend of the pod, Jessica Biel.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can say friend of the pod for people that we've talked about before, right?
Yeah, she was in that movie. She was in that movie that wasn't Slender Man.
Right. The Tall Man.
Tall Man.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah. Shout out to Missing Kids.
Great movie for us. Okay,
Anyway.
a little side note on this. I bet I'm going to throw down right now. I'll put $1.50 that says that he doesn't have the kid back by 7.
Ooh, I'll raise you.
Oh boy,
I'll see your $1.50 and raise you up to $3.50.
What? All right,
Loch Ness Monster style, baby. Let's go.
Okay, all right. So $3.50 on the line right now that he doesn't get that kid back by 7.
Yep.
Okay, so
because I bet he does. I think he does.
He does. Okay, I'm saying no. Okay, you heard it here first. It's been recorded. And then we get our production companies.
Yep. Which I didn't catch the first one.
Film District, which I've seen before, but I don't think we've seen Film District before, but
no.
Millennium Films we have though.
We certainly have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're rom-com peddlers, right? Like I feel like I remember this from
every
every rom-com. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of heaven. Yeah, I think every rom-com we've done probably has been touched in some way by Millennium Films.
Little Italy.
Yep, probably. Anyway, they're quick, thankfully.
Yeah.
Not 100 studios on this one.
No, it's just the two.
This is a real movie. Yeah.
And it's like flash. Movie. Here we go. Logos.
Famous people.
And then we get, and we're going to have to work to this because like this trailer, like there's a lot of voiceover and trailing voiceover cuts that go into multiple cuts of different scenes. So we're going to do our best to kind of work through this. But then the next scene, the next shot is a shot of Catherine Zeta-Jones, right?
Yeah.
Who I haven't seen since that movie with Sean Connery, right? What else was she?
Oh, yeah, what else has she been in recently?
Zorro.
This is good for the listeners.
Mm-hmm. This is the best for Brady.
This is Brady's favorite part. Yeah.
This is great. I love it.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. Isn't she Welsh? They made her do an accent and not Jerry Butts.
Again, I don't know.
Like Catherine Zeta-Jones definitely has an accent. Right?
I think if you speak different from me, you got an accent.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah, Mask of Zorro probably. No, nothing. You're right. You're totally right.
Right? I don't know. That's an accent. I can't.
Yeah,
that's an accent.
Yeah.
You have an accent.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, I know. Are you thinking of like No Reservations? Like, what was like the last movie that she said? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. It's been a long time. She was in the two. She was in the one she was doing the heist thing, which I'm blanking the name of that one. And then she was in Mask of Zorro, and that's the only ones I can remember right now.
Okay.
I'm not even looking up. You know what? Wondering sometimes is just a way to go through life.
You're right.
It's not all. It's mostly to torture Brady. Even if I knew 3 movies she was in, I think I would just be like, nah, you know what? Let's torture our friend. All right. So
this is more fun.
Catherine Zeta-Jones and Judy Greer is walking with their kids. Quick shot,
Rest
right?
in peace.
And I think pretty sure she, right? No, she's still alive. Yes.
She's still alive. Yeah. Just thought I could get you.
Yeah, he did. Damn you. And apparently they're checking out George Dreyer. It's not because I've had 2 beers, but saying that name like that, I can't say it. George. It's the R and the R's are too close.
I think it's because your inflection is staying down. If you go like, George Dreyer. Like
George Dreyer. I have to bring it up.
It's way easier.
Oh,
yeah, right?
So
isn't that much easier to say?
You're right. George Dreyer.
Yeah.
He sounds, yeah. Hi guys, it's George Dreyer. Like in 1950s.
Yeah, way easier. Yeah.
All right, so they're checking out George Dreyer, and we assume, and then we hear voiceover from Catherine Zeta-Jones being like, "Who's the new soccer coach?" And then we get a quick
stud muffin over there.
Yeah, and we get a quick shot of George Dreyer in his soccer outfit, and then a bunch of quick cuts of him doing soccer things. Soccer juggling. I think it's called juggling the balls.
Yep. Yep, juggling. Yep. No, you're right. I think
I'm pretty sure I am.
Soccer fans will know.
Yeah. Hit us up. All of our soccer fans, hit us up.
Dribbling?
Dribbling. Yeah, there we go.
And then Judy Greer says, "Oh, Stacy's ex." We're like,
the soccer player.
Yeah, clearly Stacy must be Jessica Biel. putting two and two together here.
Yeah.
Look at me learning.
So he's the soccer player, which makes sense because he's the soccer coach of the team.
Yep, sure.
And we're reminded,
as we all know, every rec league soccer coach must have been a professional soccer player at some point.
Absolutely. And then there's like a bunch of super quick cuts. I don't know if anything important happened, but I just wrote down super quick cuts and was like, I think flashed in front of my eyes.
Yeah, because I think you flashed through my favorite line in the trailer that wasn't the one I said, which was like, George is telling the kids they need to practice passing.
Oh, no. Like, I didn't miss this.
You didn't skip this? Okay,
no.
So this is what you're getting to then?
Yes, but keep going.
Perfect. Yeah. So George's like, yeah, go home, practice, maybe passing with a brother or sister. And that's when we get whoever this little girl is. She's definitely going to be a star, I hope.
100%.
I had a sister, but she died. What? Sweet Jesus.
That's like one of the big punchlines of the that's the comedy of the rom-com in this.
Yep.
In between this, by the way, this is where like the quick cuts was happening. There is a quick cut of Uma Thurman does show up, right? And Dennis Quaid kind of rounding out the cast here. So there's quick cuts between this of like, it's very chaotic. And then this little girl's like kind of saying his voiceover and they cut to her and like, yeah. I was like,
and wow, mortifying. And appropriately, George is like just like looks at the other coach and is like, what do we do? I hope that's where the scene cuts in the movie, where it's just like, well, that's our Sarah. She's a real card.
She's a real yellow card. Oh. It's a soccer joke, right? I think. Hey?
Yeah. No, you tried. Yeah.
I tried.
You did good.
And then we get, contractual shirtless shot of George Dreyer.
Yeah. Thankfully titled with George Dreyer right on the screen. So that way we don't have to not guess who it is.
Why?
At first, I was actually pretty confused. So again, you know how I have face blindness?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, is that not Gerard Butler? I actually had a second where I was like, no. It's like, that guy looks a lot like Gerard Butler.
Is this G Dries? Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, who's George? Should I know this guy? Like, are we doing actor names or character names? Like, this is atypical for a trailer.
I don't know why they have to give his character name. I don't know. I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. Like, I was like, that's like because then later on they do it. They use the same format for when they actually introduce the actors. So you actually see Gerard Butler twice, but with two different names.
Yes, and it's frustrating. It's like in the trailer for Maleficent, you didn't see like Angelina Jolie, and then it'd be like Maleficent. Of course not. I don't need to know that. Like,
they also say his name, I think, like a million times in the trailer, don't they? Like Dennis Quaid says it
at least a couple times.
Well, or a million. Sorry, in terms of a minute 45-second trailer.
George,
a million is 3, but like they say it a couple times, and it's also it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm rattled about it.
It
was very confusing for me.
So we get the Gerard Butler shirtless in a towel shot because gotta have it.
Contractually obligated.
Yep. And then this is where the music changes. Still upbeat, kind of generic, right? Starts picking up, still that same rom-com. You could put it onto any rom-com trailer ever.
Yep.
And then we get a shot of Dennis Quaid because you got to round out all the actors in here.
Yep.
And he's at first I'm like, is he just rubbing it into to George Dreyer here about like how great of a player he was, and basically now he's like coaching a little kid's soccer team.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like overlay of like quick shots while he's asking this question to him. There's quick shots of George Dreyer playing actual soccer, and there's like overlay text that pops up while he's like kicking a goal and says was a pro at soccer, and it's like what the fuck,
dude, the clip of this also,
oh man,
it's like the worst CG I've ever seen, right?
Can't wait to see the face replacement on this one.
Yes.
Oh man,
what a nightmare. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just me.
No.
Okay. Yeah, and then it cuts back to him talking to the dad of like, "Oh, what do you do now?"
Yeah, it
And
was like
then
post soccer.
that's when we get to like cut to him wearing a suit on a camera doing commentary on a soccer game, and then we get the classic zoom out, right?
Yep.
Show the camcorder sitting on a tripod. He's
Yeah.
not wearing pants.
No pun intended there with the zoom out, because it's literally what everyone's wearing today on Zoom while working from home. But
Yep.
so kind of a little ahead of its time.
I mean, I don't know anyone who like sits around in their underwear. Like put on like gym shorts or something, you know?
Yeah. I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. At the very least, if not sweatpants.
Even I have a uniform for, semi-retired life here.
For retirement. Yeah, of
I
course.
don't walk around my underwear in my house, unless there's an emergency,
Right. I did have a couple of naked years.
like emergencies, like, oh man, I'm hungry, or like, oh man, I need to go put on something on TV, or I need to go sit in the living room, like emergencies. But yeah, for the most part,
Right. Yeah. Anyway,
or like do this podcast right now, like,
yeah, you're wearing pants. I bet
maybe
as we speak, sweatpants, probably. But
let's move on. So. So it's pretty sad. So a sad scene. So he's sitting there doing like these homemade video things, doing CSA updates or whatever. It's probably
I don't know. Yeah, some kind of
soccer association update, whatever. I don't know.
And
he's in his undies.
The rub it in phone call. Right? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, to really let you know he's not down in his luck, right? Is this George Dreyer? They do say it a million times. Is this George Dreyer? Your credit cards are blah, blah, blah. Is this George Dreyer? Is a better time to call it? Like,
if you're dead, press 2.
It's equivalent to this scene in like Sweet Girl, if you listen to that episode, where flipping through the bills, or any movie where everyone's down in their luck and they flip through the bills and all of them say like past due on it.
Oh, no.
We get another overlay in this one where it says, in an amateur at life.
Yeah, which... What? And then this is going to be a theme that pisses me off the rest of the trailer. Is the capitalization of everything is
yes,
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad it didn't just bother me because like the word amateur and life are both capitalized for some reason, and like pro was earlier when it was like was a soccer pro, like pro was capitalized, but nothing else was.
Yeah. I noticed that too, and I was like, "Ooh, Jared's gonna hate this."
Yeah, it's pissed me off. Why?
So what happens? You put a trailer in a blender and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Can you also be an amateur at life? I mean, are we all amateurs at life?
Yes.
Like, is there anyone that's actually a professional at life?
No, everyone's just figuring it out as we go along.
Even people who say they're life coaches, they're not professional. No, they're not professionals. They're just pyramid scheme, just living, taking your money.
You and me, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't listen to them. Listen to our podcast. You'll learn more about life.
Yeah, just one of the boys,
or anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so we cut to George and Stacy, Jessica Biel here, having a moment, right? Talking about how exciting their relationship was, apparently, making it sound like they might be trying to make a comeback here.
There might be a little spark, being very heartfelt. So there's like a later shot, but yes, he's like having this heartfelt moment where he's just like, and I actually couldn't understand what he said because his accent is.
It was like something about like, we used to be so good together, remember? And she's like, yeah, things were good back then. It was stupid. It was dumb.
All the time I wondered if, you didn't screw it up. So,
yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
It has nothing to do with the rest of the plot of the movie.
Nope. And then we cut to the boy because we still don't know the boy's name, right?
No, family shots. You got shots of him and the son.
Yeah. He's like, are you sad that mommy's getting married? And he's like, yeah. Obviously, kiddo.
Yeah, and then we get still a voiceover from her saying like, "Oh, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, George," and stuff like this. So it's like it's a crazy mashup of
George is like, "Oh, but that new guy seems nice, I guess at least." And then that's when we get I decided I'm not going to call him Dad, and like approving head nod from George, like, yes, good.
That is right, son. Yes. I'm your father. Well, just before this, we did get a title card from the director of The Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, did I totally miss that?
Yeah,
nice.
They kind of snuck it in there.
I must have blacked out again.
Yeah, so you got that going. And at the same time, but yeah, all this happens. Rom-com music picks up again. Now it's a little bit more hopeful kind of feeling.
Sure.
And then we get. I think this is when we get George Dreyer and the son in the Ferrari, right? Or no. Sorry, no. This
not even close.
no, not even close. I'm sorry, I'm way too far. This is when they're in the MG still, and Catherine Zeta-Jones zips up with her daughter, and they're like,
exactly. Yep.
Now,
meet Denise.
Do you think she's like the antagonist? Do you think she's kind of like the villain in this? Like she's trying to lure him away from this life he's trying to have, like rebuild with his son and his ex-wife?
Yes, but I don't think she's the villain.
Not late wife, but ex-wife.
Right. Ex-dead wife. Yeah.
Ex-wife.
I don't think she's the villain. I think she's there to, make some kind of distraction. Which I wouldn't call her a villain. I'm
going to throw this out there. She feels like the Rob Lowe character from Wayne's World, the first Wayne's World.
Interesting.
Right?
Okay.
Hey, I got this job for you, ESPN. I'm a former sportscaster. I'm attractive. Da, da, da. Yeah, you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
This is the vibe I was feeling. I was like, is she basically just the Rob Lowe from Wayne's World? She is that character. And she's trying to lure him in. I may have found half of my It's This Meets That, but
okay. No. See, I was thinking I took a Frasier angle in my mind.
I mean, that's not a bad angle to take, but
like she seems like more of a Roz to me, where like she's like getting good opportunity, like he's the talent, and she's like setting him up for success, and also maybe being a romantic interest sometimes, but it would never work.
I think we're both kind of on a
we're on the same page.
I think we are. Catherine Zeta-Jones, we see you. We see what you're doing here. You're either Rob Loweing us or you're
rousing us. Which
either way it starts with an R.
Yeah, Perry Gilpin. That's her name.
Yeah, you're either Gilpin us or you're Loweing us.
And you're definitely not David Hyde piercing us. I'll tell you that.
No way. So then we get the classic. So they meet in the car, and George Dreyer is like, "Have we met before?" In his crazy accent. And
oh my god,
it's gonna happen. Like he's gonna do this.
It's just a regular accent.
What? No,
he's just a Scottish guy.
Yes, he is, but that's an accent to us. What the hell? Like, right?
What if we get Scottish listeners?
That's fine. They're gonna understand. They're like, yeah, you guys have accents
crazy
as well.
Accent. Yeah,
they're like, yes, you have accents as well. They're called accents.
Yeah, I know. Go on.
Jesus.
It's like you're like that crazy accent that he's got. Like he's doing a bit. He's not doing a bit. That's just how he talks.
I mean, it's ridiculous. So, but he can stem it down a notch. I've seen him in 300. Come on.
True. Good point.
Anyways, stop distracting from what's important here. So,
yeah, my bad.
Because you don't know how accents work. All right, so he's like, have we met before? Because I can't do accents now. And Catherine Zeta-Jones is like, not that I remember. And he's like, you're a sportscaster. And she's like, I was. This is literally just what happens.
Yep.
I'm not.
Yep. Which side note here, aren't these kids too, because she's got her daughter in the front seat, aren't these kids too young to be riding shotgun like in the front seat there?
Yeah, they should be in like
in the back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the kids are like 6, like they're not old.
Yeah. Aren't you? They're supposed to be in like seats and shit, locked in the back. They're supposed to be like
5 feet tall or something before you sit.
They're supposed to be in like, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be in cages in the back. I don't know, but strapped down of some sort, right? Like
yeah, for their safety and yours.
Yes, like we're not wrong in this. All right, frustrating. Everyone knows if your kids are under a certain height, strap them in the back, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Just don't forget them.
PSA.
Make sure you crack a window at least if you're leaving them in the car. If you go to Walmart,
strap them in the back. Yeah, stay strapped. Anyway,
all right.
So
we have this terrible meet cute basically between George Dreyer and Catherine Zeta-Jones, who's Denise.
Oh
Denise.
Love a good meat cube.
Meat cube. And then it cuts quickly to Denise in bed talking to George Dreyer on the phone, telling about how ESPN wants to expand its soccer coverage.
Right, which I thought at first she said ESBN to be legally distinct or something, but
no, that's not true. No, a lot like Rob Lowe talking to
Yeah.
Haynes,
Not only
Haynes'
do I have
girlfriend.
face blindness, I also have hearing blindness.
Yeah. Yep. I know. He doesn't have an accent. All right. So then they want to spend the soccer coverage, not the football coverage, because ESPN would be like, "What football coverage? We're good there."
Right.
And
he's
then
like getting
yeah.
jazzed about the audition, right? He's got an audition coming up. He's like going out all out. It seems like he get the job maybe. And then we cut to the boy saying, "Dad, please don't leave."
But isn't he has like there's a quick scene of like him, and I'm sorry, because again, this trailer is fucking crazy. But there's like a really it's like desperate and kind of like sad from us to watch. But he's like telling Jessica Biel she's standing like JC, his wife, whatever, ex-wife.
Yeah.
Well, I think pretty much Mark is right in front of me. He's like, I got that audition as a sportscaster with ESPN. Like, dude, just come on, man, pump the get the job first.
Right.
That's good. You got the audition, but he's like trying. It's like he's trying too hard to win back the situation.
And rightly so, apparently, because like we're still getting "Daddy, please don't leave," right?
Yeah. Do you think Mark's an abusive new guy?
Maybe. Oh no.
I hate to take it dark, but that's what I'm feeling. I'm sorry.
Oh, I hope not. You think it's going to be like the Santa Claus, right?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
Oh no, Tim Allen is. No friend of the pod, but
no, I don't think so. He might have been at one time. No, he never was. No.
Well, maybe in his cocaine days. Remember that time?
Yeah, when he didn't know what he was saying, and it was like, eh.
Yeah, remember that time he got busted for like selling a huge ton of cocaine, and then he narked on his friends, and then he didn't have to go to prison for 20 years like they did?
What? I don't.
That's Tim Allen's backstory, dude. That's what happened to him in the 70s. Yeah. But when I say happened to him, I mean, he did that. He like sold a bunch of cocaine and got in trouble for it. And then was like, oh, I'll just rat on my buds and then they'll go to prison and I won't. And then they're like, you know what? You should be an actor.
Holy shit.
It's history. So then we cut to more hugging of the boy, right? Like presumably he's got the ESPN job.
Couple shots of him, really pouring on the tears with the son, and like we're trying to build that like connection, right? Father son, right? And then we get a title card
on Pearl Harbor Day. This Pearl Harbor Day, let's go out there and give everything we got. Let's get those wankers.
So yeah, we get George Dreyer giving a hell of a speech, like a miracle, like a
riling up the kids.
Fire up the kids, get them all fired up for the game, the soccer match as they would call it. And he just like let's get them wankers. And another kid, and I got to comment about this, but so another kid just like screams it. All right, I got them wankers, and they're like, okay, kid, all right, relax, man.
Yeah,
that's still a pretty terrible word to say though across the pond.
I mean, we've had this debate on this podcast.
We've had this a couple times.
And no one's written us in yet to say whether or not that's true. So
no one has,
as far as I'm concerned. I think wanker's just like your average asshole,
Like if we were to release this in, in UK and they heard this, they'd probably like, you can't play this anywhere.
You think so?
Yeah, no, it's you can't say that on TV type thing.
Even though we say fuck all the time?
Yeah, no, you can't. Wanker's really bad.
Worse than fuck.
From what I gather, it is the worst of worst. Like you can't say it.
Really? Huh.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, we really need someone to reach out and tell us.
There is.
I'm going to keep saying it.
I mean, yeah, it's a fun word to say. So then let's get past the wanker stuff because we can't keep saying it.
A lot of wanker stuff.
Right? A lot of wanker stuff. Not wanking, but wanker stuff. TBD. Then we get a shot of the family, the Tri family here. We get son.
The broken
George.
Family, you mean?
No.
Yeah, Jessica Biel is
we don't
not
know.
Part of this family anymore.
We don't know in this shot.
I guess so. Also, we know they're not family at this point because the little kid is like, "Mommy, can Daddy come to the arcade with us?"
Well, yeah, sure, yes. Well, that part, yeah. Who knows? This is all sliced up. Maybe it was a flashback. You're right. But yes, then the son is like, he's trying to get them back together and be like, let's go play air hockey. And they play air hockey, and there's a little
work.
It won't work.
Yeah. Ask Russ. How many times did you try that?
Like, I can't even tell you. Parents don't even know how to play air hockey.
Can Dad come to the arcade with us?
He's like, for what? Fair.
Yeah, I guess it's a different situation.
Yeah. You got me there, Dad.
Your dad listen to the show?
I don't think so. No, if he did, he would have said something. I haven't shared it with him.
Yeah, share this episode with him.
My dad and I have a great
Never met
relationship,
him.
by the way.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
my
dad's great. He's awesome.
Yeah. No, we've been friends for what, 10, 11 years, something like that, and still haven't. Never met your dad.
I haven't met yours either. So very few have. He's an elusive character these days, but
it's fair.
But when you do meet him, it's a treat.
It'll be at the arcade.
All right, so we're playing air hockey, having a family moment. We get a new title card.
Yep.
When you get a second chance.
And only second chance is capitalized. Stop. Please stop.
It's like they're trying to highlight like key words that may stick out in people's brains or something, like a ransom note.
I thought that at first, but then I don't know. I don't buy it.
We should piece this together. It's probably like your pro soccer player doesn't have second chance. He'll die.
Oh my God. Is this how we catch the Zodiac Killer?
Yep. Solved it. And then we cut to Denise.
When he gets the job, right?
Yeah, basically, right? So Denise, we get a shot of, I think is this when we get a shot of the two of them like walking through the ESPN set there? Yep. And then she's basically telling him like, hey, ESPN liked him. And this was, to me, again, was a feeling of like leverage. I feel like it's like something she's going to.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then she makes out with it.
And then we cut to them out by the car. She goes in for the kiss. He's like, I just can't. I got a boy that needs me to start being a father. That's actually called being a grown-up. Is being able to manage, the most important relationships in your life.
Right. Didn't you read the log line, Russ? He's trying to be an adult.
I know. And he's not doing very good at it.
No. So far. We're only halfway through the trailer.
Oh my God. And then And then we get to the next title card. Take your shot.
Which is in title case. Every word is capitalized for some reason. Infuriating. Good sports metaphor and also capitals.
Yeah. Someone threw this together in like 2 minutes. Was like, here you go.
Yeah. Nobody checked it. Nobody read it twice.
And then we cut to like wedding day?
Presumably. Or like a dress fitting, I assumed. Okay. I figured it was a dress fitting.
Oh yeah. All right. So we got we have Stacy.
She's not like a bridal shop kind of thing.
Yeah. So we have Stacy, ex-wife, Jessica Biel, dressed in her, in the full whites there. And then George Dreyer does the classic
full whites. She's not in the Navy, dude.
What? I don't know.
She's in her dress whites and
she's in her dress whites. What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Keep going.
Jesus, man. Stop interrupting me with frivolous information.
This is why Ben listens. Shout out to Ben.
Yes. Would you not call chemistry. Would you not call those her full whites? Like it's a dress that is white from the top down.
I'd call it a wedding dress.
And it's white. Get on board.
She's in her dress whites. Sorry. Go on.
I just said full whites. I didn't say dress whites.
Yeah, sorry. She's in her full whites. Go on.
We all know dress whites is a Navy term.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, I didn't say dress whites. I said full whites. God damn it. Full white. Everyone knows full whites is an ancient Greek term for wedding dress. Everyone knows this. God damn it, Jared. Don't make me have to educate every single time.
I think Rob Lowe is wearing a dress in the video.
She's in her wedding day dress. And we get the classic rom-com speech from George Dreyer. I'm either too early or too late. And I don't know. Does this make sense? And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be too late again.
I was reading this article the other day that was like way over my head, and it was like, talking about how the way that we measure time, if you really think about it, we're not measuring actual like time as it moves into the future. We're measuring intervals that we can measure that are based on the same thing that we all agreed upon. So that, like, time's a construct and not like a real true thing. Anyway, this blew my mind like that.
Yeah, sure. The planet goes around the sun a certain amount of times. Yeah, sure. Okay.
This is that for me.
Are we in a Christopher Nolan movie right now?
Yeah. And like and the first time that I did the same thing you did, the first time I heard it and wrote it down, I was like, wait, did I miss a chunk?
Nope.
No, that's the sentence. I'm either too early or too late. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be too late again. Right on. Like, presumably that's the wedding, right?
Yeah. Someone wrote that out, or someone heard it, or someone said it randomly one day, and you're like, that's a great line.
I'm fucking Terry Pratchett. Okay. It's the best. So then at the end of that, we cut to George holding Jessica Biel's, Stacy's head in his hands.
Yep.
And
to crush it. Oh, yeah, nope.
Yep. This is that Game of Thrones episode. Poor Pedro Pascal. And there's two women who work at the bridal shop, presumably in the background, saying, "Now that's a couple that can really talk." And the other one says, "I don't think he's the groom."
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hijinks.
Scandal.
Those are only two jokes we've gotten from the entire thing, and they're not good.
Those aren't jokes. Yeah.
Those aren't jokes. Kid's sister dying, and I don't think he's the groom. Like, these are not fucking jokes.
Yeah. I don't know when the comedy, like, I think this is just a romance film, right? There's no comedy.
It's a romance and cringe. It's a rom cringe.
Oh, rom cringe.
Oh, that should be a new genre, rom cringe. Which, by the way, we've only gotten two. Sorry, I'm cutting a little bit ahead here, but Uma Thurman, we've only gotten two shots of her.
Yeah, what is she in this movie?
I don't know. So she was
Okay.
We had a quick shot of her very early on, and then we got another one in a bit, I think. Yeah, when they
get her title card. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. And it's like, oh, she may just wanted a paycheck this day. I don't know. Like, it's not like, I don't think, whatever. Hey, sometimes you need a break from intense movies, I guess you do.
I guess so.
I don't know. And then we get a quick shot of Stacy and George Dreyer just kind of walking.
Yep.
Nice walk
By the
river.
pond, I think, where they were earlier or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then is where we get a bunch of quick shots and title cards of all of the actors, right? So you get the classic like character smiling, actor smiling, and then like Gerard Butler, and then Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
I was
in the
other movie.
George Dreyer font, like not 45 seconds ago.
Yeah, it's because this trailer's only 2 minutes long.
Right.
Just a reminder. And then we get Uma Thurman. She's basically reenacting her.
Well, after Jessica Biel, it's
Yeah,
Jerry
yeah.
Butts.
I
then
got
Jessica Biel. Yeah.
All right, okay. Jessica Biel. We get Uma Thurman. She's just hanging out on a bed like she was in Pulp Fiction.
On her
basically.
phone. Yeah, it's very Pulp Fiction scene. Yeah.
Right? And then we get a with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Right, which means she's barely in it.
Yep. And then we get and Dennis Quaid.
Yep, which means he's even less in it.
Even
Which I love that he like sketchily smiles and he's like holding a fistful of dollars. And you're like, wait, is he betting on a kid's soccer game? Which we're about to find out.
Yep. So then there's this is kind of like almost like the post. This is what you would usually get post once you get the title card.
Yes.
I think new trailers now will do, you get the title card and you get that like quick 2-second little joke they try to squeeze in at the end.
Yep.
I guess back in 2010, 2008, they did it before the title, I guess. I don't know.
Which, sure, shoot your shot.
Sure, whatever. So, which, no pun intended there. So Dennis Quaid's like, I got $100 here. It says you cannot hit it. And he puts a Gatorade bottle on top of the crossbar of the old football goal, soccer goal. Yep. Spoilers.
Of course he can.
Of course he can. He's a soccer player.
Yeah.
Nails
and
it.
then he does. Yeah.
Crowd goes wild. We got Catherine Zeta-Jones going crazy. We got Judy Greer going
Everybody
crazy.
Claps.
Uma Thurman, I think, is in there too. All the kids then start running after him, attack them, but I think that's a different shot from a different scene.
Yeah. And Dennis Quaid's like, oh, man.
I guess I'm out $100. But he's all fired up too. He's like, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then we cut to George Dreyer driving a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Which he probably got from the ESPN deal.
Which, that's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like, what's the cheapest Ferrari? Like $150,000?
Yeah. It's not that cheap.
Where did he get all this money from? Disney?
ESPN money, and they weren't even part of Disney then yet.
Oh, yeah.
So they're driving around in this Ferrari, and then he's like, "Hey, you want to drive?" And son's sitting in his lap, and he's steering away.
Sure, you can handle this thing.
Yeah. And then they're cruising around the course, blah, blah. And then, I don't know, they just drive off the course. And
yeah, then we get the, let's not tell your mom about this. Then we get title card. Playing for keeps. Playing is all of the letters are capitalized. For entirely lowercase. And keeps is entirely capitalized. And then we get a title card again with another one that's in all caps. This holiday season, what do you really want? And then hashtag capitalized playing, capitalized for, capitalized keeps.
I gotta remember to use that hashtag for all ever.
A lot of mixed messages here. Don't care for it.
So that's it. That's the trailer. That's the trailer for Playing for Keeps.
Oh, boy, that was a long trailer.
Yeah, but that was a fun one, though. That was fun. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be real bad.
Yep. All right, what do you got for? Here we go to. We don't have a segment title yet. Predictable predictions or?
Yeah, we didn't have one yet.
Predictions.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen? The old. What do you think's gonna happen segment?
The old. What do you think's going to happen? All right. Here's what I think happens.
Mm-hmm.
Denise doesn't work for ESPN. She works for Merck.
KGB.
Nope. Big Pharma wins.
Yes! I love it.
And Big Pharma wins because George, related to what you said, the scene there where he gets injured, has chronic pain. There's a new miracle pain management drug. That's actually where he got the Ferrari, is kickbacks from
Big Pharma.
And then he gets back together with Jessica Biel because he's made something of himself as a shill for Big Pharma. Big Pharma wins. That's what I think happens. And then the boy gets like some kind of incurable disease, ironically.
Yeah, whatever. That's a sequel, right?
Right. Exactly.
It's called Playing for Keeps. where the 4 is capital, but
it's the 4 is just a number.
Wait, is this the 4th one? No. Stop it. It's clearly the sequel, you dummies.
Yeah, Playing for Keeps, where the S in keeps is actually a 2. That's the second one.
Okay.
Anyway, what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen?
Well, I mean, because this is where I think where we shine.
You're gonna stay more realistic.
Yeah. Well, right. I'm gonna try and ground this bitch
As tradition.
As much as I want that to happen. He definitely. The brief, intense scene is him hurting himself in one of those soccer match CGI moments. I think because the last song that's playing as him and Stacy, Jessica Biel, are walking around is what did I say?
Good Riddance by Green Day.
Gonna Steal Your Heart. Lyric keeps playing over and over again. It's gonna be a pretty generic rom-com. I think he's just gonna get back together with her. I think that's it.
I'm gonna be real disappointed if that happens.
I kind of am too. I'm hoping it's something different. I mean, they are really playing up him and the son, kind of rebuilding that. So maybe they just focus on that, but I doubt it.
Yeah, maybe they get divorced and they realize that that's okay.
Yeah.
And then they just have separate fun homes that he gets 2 Christmases, as it should be.
Yeah, and you don't get a lot of Mark, so you don't get enough of him to be like, oh, is he good or is he bad?
Mark's a non-factor, yeah.
Right? Total non-factor. So it's like...
It's not going to go well.
No, not for anyone. Not for us either. So is that it? We're done?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Take us home, buddy.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. We'll be back next week with our full breakdown. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, and we're ITMT Pod on Twitter. And you should subscribe to us wherever you listen to us, anywhere. Right?
Yeah.
We've talked about this many times. Just hit the subscribe buttons, do all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. While you're there, you could leave us a review. That would be nice too. It helps the machines that decide our fates. If they want to recommend us or not. So we appreciate that, and we love you for listening. But like, if you want to go the extra mile, we wouldn't hate it. Or if you're trying to start small, be the change you want to see in the world, just send us a little email. That's easy. Yeah. Just takes a minute. Yep. Say hi. Tell us your favorite movie that we won't do.
Yeah. Just be one of the early adopters to this podcast that's going to take off in like probably, 5 to 10 years.
Oh, we're off. We're off, baby.
I think we've already launched.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been over a year.
we've launched to space before Bezos and the other guy.
Exactly.
The Muskin.
Or you just, if you're trying to do the least amount of effort that you can do and also still support us in some way, you can go to the website and listen to old episodes because they're all there. It's thismeetsthat.com.